Hi everyone, welcome to Smack Reviews. If you love our honest reviews, smack that subscribe button so you never miss out. 2024 was an interesting year for movies and shows. We did get some decent shows here and there, but there wasn't much I was super excited for. However, this year, we have a decent lineup I'm looking forward to reviewing. Let's get into it. So the first show I'm excited to see this year is the third season of Alice in Borderland. The show centers around Arisu and his two friends, who find themselves in a deserted Tokyo and are forced to participate in games to survive. The first two seasons took a lot of inspiration from the manga of the same name, but the third season will deviate from it. I found this show to be just as good as Squid Games. It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. The second show I'm excited to see this year is It's Welcome to Derry. This show is a prequel to the It movies. We get to revisit the town of Derry, meet a new group of kids, and learn more about Pennywise's origin. I love the casting in both It movies, and I hope that the casting in the series is just as strong as their movie counterparts. The third show I'm excited to see this year is Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 4. I've talked about Bleach on this channel before, and I'm a little sad that this is the final season. The visuals have been so amazing, and the music is repeat worthy, and the action has been top tier. I expect it to end with a bang for sure. The fourth show I'm excited to see this year is Tiana. For the longest, I wanted a proper Princess and the Frog sequel since it was originally supposed to come out in 2023. The only thing that worries me is whether the series will be in 2D or 3D animation. There hasn't been any official word, let alone a trailer to confirm this. I just really wish Disney would go back to their old roots and at least release a mix of 2D and 3D movies instead of strictly 3D. So this next one might come as a surprise. The fifth show I'm excited about is the King of the Hill revival. The original series was iconic and surprisingly has a lot of social commentary that still applies in today's age. It manages not to be overly preachy and offers subtle humor surrounding Bobby, Hank, and Peggy's family life. I'm curious to see how Bobby will navigate adulthood in this revival. The sixth show I'm excited for is You's final season. It's about a young man who becomes obsessive and goes to extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he loves. I know Joe is toxic, but something about him is also intriguing, and his inner monologue was always funny to me. I wasn't a fan of how the recent season ended, but maybe this final season will give the series a satisfying conclusion. The seventh show I'm excited about is the final season of Squid Games. In my recent video, I found the second season to be good overall, but I wasn't happy with them shortening the runtime and ending it on a cliffhanger. I'm relieved that we don't have to wait years for the next season to be released. Hopefully, season 3 will have a proper and satisfying conclusion as well. The eighth show I'm excited for is The Last of Us Season 2. The games are amazing, and I thought Max did a great job bringing it to life in the first season. If you've played the second game, you might feel a sense of dread knowing what could happen during this second season. I'm looking forward to seeing how they'll adapt the second game in Season 2, that's set to come out in April. The ninth show I'm excited for is Invincible Season 3. I've always loved Invincible because of how different it is when compared to other superhero content from Marvel and DC. The way the second season ended, I'm curious to see what tone Season 3 will follow with Mark and his father Omni-Man, and if there will be more of a focus on his redemption. It's expected to be released on February 6th. The 10th and last show I'm excited about is the One Piece live adaptation of Season 2. The anime is so long, so I'm really curious how many seasons they're planning to have for this live adaptation. The casting was spot on, and I generally feel that the actor Inaki embodies Luffy. I'm looking forward to seeing them set sail on more adventures.
One of the first movies I'm excited for is Superman. I'm hoping that this new iteration of Superman is just as good as Superman from Man of Steel, which so happens to be my favorite DC movie. The release date for this one is July 11th. The second movie I'm looking forward to is Wicked for Good. The first Wicked movie was entertaining, and I expected to win many awards for its performances and cinematography. I expect the sequel to be the same length or longer than the first one, with great musical numbers for both Cynthia and Ariana. It's expected to come out November 21st. 28 years later is long overdue. Personally would have preferred if they called it 28 months later instead of years, but that's whatever. 28 Days Later was one of my first introductions to the zombie genre, and I've always loved it. Running zombies will always be terrifying. It's expected to come out on June 20th. The fourth movie I'm looking forward to is Captain America Brave New World. Ever since Endgame, we saw how Captain America decided that Falcon should take on his role as the new Captain America, but he hasn't had his own standalone film until now. He did have a series, but let's be real, I don't think a lot of people watched it. Last year was hit or miss with Marvel films. Hopefully they can start the year strong with this one. This movie is expected to come out on February 14th. The fifth movie I'm excited to watch is the Lilo and Stitch live action. I was a little worried at first when I heard Disney was attempting this, but after seeing Stitch being brought to life, I feel better about how it's going to turn out. He's actually pretty well done considering it's all just CGI. I still wish we could get more 2D animated films though. It is expected to come out May 23rd. I'm also looking forward to Avatar Fire and Ash. The first movie came out in 2009 and we didn't get the long awaited sequel until 2022. I'm just glad we don't have to wait another 13 years for a sequel. The visuals have always been amazing and I know the fire will look gorgeous. I can't wait to see how the world of Pandora is further expanded. It's expected to come out on December 19th. The seventh movie I'm looking forward to is Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm a fan of all the Final Destination movies. They're interesting to watch and they offer a great concept where the enemy isn't a physical being, but simply death which can't be stopped. The best you can do is outsmart it before it happens, but that usually fails. It's expected to come out on May 16th. Also, rest in peace Tony Todd, the movie won't feel the same without him there. The eighth movie I'm looking forward to is Zootopia 2. The first one had a fun world and a solid story about a rabbit and a fox working together to save the town of Zootopia. This unique pairing of the two carried this movie. Its release date is November 26th. The ninth movie I'm looking forward to is Freakier Friday. It's a sequel to Disney's Freaky Friday that came out way back in 2003. If you watched it, it's one of those movies while it wasn't the greatest movie ever, it's definitely entertaining and I'm surprised that this is even getting a sequel to begin with. Like who even asked for this after over 20 years? Its release date is August 8th. Finally, there's Disney's Zombies 4. All the Zombies movies I thought are entertaining and they genuinely have really good singing and well-written songs. Especially in the third movie, I thought that movie had the best songs. It felt like the third movie was going to be the last and I was surprised when I saw that a fourth movie was in the works. It's going to come out in sometime in 2025.
Overall, there's a ton of stuff to look forward to this year in entertainment because I believe a lot of stuff that was delayed due to a combination of the pandemic and the writer strikes are now finally being released. 2025 should be a good year. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye!